Hey guys, and welcome back to Ellyonart Gaming. This video is all about web housing, and today I'm sharing a bunch of tips and tricks on how you can DIY completely new furniture pieces by combining existing ones. You can honestly create items that don't even exist in the game just by experimenting. If you only ever use furniture the way it's intended, you're really limiting yourself because there are so many ways to transform pieces into something totally new and unique. So the first example is very basic and obvious one, and I've already seen a lot of people doing it. You can use any barrel or any type of container and turn it into a planter. A little tip here, you don't have to only place flowers inside it, you can also make an overhanging plant by using something like the Baron's hosta bush and layering it so it drapes down, giving it that hanging planter look. Next up is a wall decor. You have this small elegant end table, and it actually unlocks a whole new range of possibilities. One option is to rotate it 90 degrees, line it up with the wall, sink it slightly, and now you have a really nice wall piece. You can repeat this with another table to get two different wall decorations. And one of them I'm turning into a wall light by placing a light source inside it. And the other one I'm adding flowers so it becomes a mounted wall planter. So don't limit yourself to tables and furniture only by doing what they were originally meant to do. You can turn them into completely different objects just by rotating and merging them. Another idea with this same table is making a little balcony. So if you scale it all the way up, it creates a beautiful unique balcony piece. The same table can also be used as a floor planter. I'm also using this bench, flipping both of them upside down, and together they make a really interesting planter shape. Then I'm just filling it up with flowers, and suddenly you've got this custom planter that doesn't even exist anywhere else. The only downside is that the bench is still clickable, but if that doesn't bother you, it looks great. Next, we are moving into custom pillars, altars, and decorative structures. Using the silver moon pillar, you can sink it into the floor to create a completely new base. It's not scalable on beta right now, which is really unfortunate because it was scalable on alpha, so hopefully that option returns on live. Just to demonstrate the idea, I'm putting the table upside down on top and then placing a light or a fire source inside. This instantly becomes a brand new altar-style furniture piece. You can do something similar with Silver Moonbeam platform. Rotate it 90 degrees, place a crescent moon lamp inside, and instead of using the lamppost on the floor like we normally do, you've just created a completely new decorative item. And again, plant pots don't have to be plant pots. You can use anything as a container. Just drop a flower inside this barrel, adjust it a bit, and you have just made another unique planter. Just play around with it. Now let's move on to a custom railings. Most people use the golden Pandaren privacy screen for privacy or room separation, but I'm going to use it differently. If you place it halfway into the floor and then combine it with the Belamet platforms rotated 90 degrees, you can create these cute little posts to go with your new fence. So now from this privacy screen, you've made a completely custom fence. And you might have already seen me doing this in my Silver Moon style build. I used the small Silver Moon platforms with a beam to make a stone looking fence. Again, you don't have to stick to the fence Blizzard gave us, you can make your own. Another idea is creating a room separators. By rotating a wall piece 90 degrees, adding a beam and sliding a sturdy wooden trellis inside, you get a really nice divider. You can also use a dyeable one to match it to your beams. Just keep in mind that if you use this method, check what room is underneath because it will show through the floor below. To avoid this, you can rotate it horizontally instead, but if there's a room right next to it, it might still show, so be mindful of the placement. Here I'm just decorating the balcony a little bit more with some lanterns. Next, adding spell effects into your build. Anything that has a spell effect can be sunk into the floors, walls or the other objects to give your decor a magical glow. However, be very careful because once you place the spell effect into the floor or the wall, you won't be able to grab it back. The only workaround is deleting the entire room, which also deletes everything inside it. However, I have a little workaround for this. If you clip a bench into the floor and quickly turn edit mode on, the moment you fall through you will have about 1 or 2 seconds before the game teleports you to the entrance. In that tiny window you can grab the item and remove it, but you have to be really fast. This only works for upper floors, not the base floor, so be very careful where you drop your spell effects. My advice is place your spell effect first, make sure you're happy with them and then start building around them. This way you can always remove the room and start over. Next, you can make your own custom beams. You don't have to use the one that Blizzard gave us. Here I'm just stacking 3 spiky banded barrels vertically and aligning them, and now you have your own horde style pillar. And again, by using furniture in ways it wasn't intended, you get more decor options. For example, rotating this table upside down gives you a horde looking shelves with tusks on the side. Super simple but really effective. Next is the Nightborn Merchant's stall. I have seen people just place it as a stall, which is cute but in my opinion pretty basic. Instead, if you scale it up and sink it into the floor, it creates a gorgeous archway. You can also mirror another one on the opposite side to make a tent-like structure. To take this even further, you can also make the string lights glow. I have used this hanging lamp just to replace the original one, or you can also place a lantern on top of the orange bit. The textures are a little bit weird on this item, so just adjust it until it looks right. You can even decorate it further by adding string lights, chandeliers and more. And by the way, I am not responsible for the fire hazard here. Now another tip is something a lot of creators have already shown, so it's not brand new, but I still want to include it because it's really useful. You can basically make any item sittable by hiding a bench inside of it. So here I'm using this round table to make a round seating area. I'm placing a bench inside the table, scaling it down, rotating it into the right position, and once it's lined up properly, you can sit on the table as if it were a round bench. Then I'm doing the exact same method on the pillow and the bed. Again, just placing the bench inside, tweaking the rotation and size a little bit, and now you can sit on the pillow and the bed too. You can also place more than one bench inside the same piece of furniture, so multiple people can sit on it at once. And just to show you that this works on literally anything, I'm also placing a bench inside the stone fence. So yes, you can make any object sittable as long as you can fit a bench inside of it. And now for the last and the best tip. We all know the house doors let you exit from anywhere in the house, but sometimes you don't want a door in that room. So instead, scale the door all the way down so it becomes tiny. Then take some floating books and place them around for the effect. Pick one book, scale it slightly larger than the door and position it on top. Now you have a hidden magical exit, so just click on the book and you leave the house. This is also really useful for big houses where you don't want to run across multiple floors. You can scatter hidden exits anywhere you want. And for that little extra touch, just add a light source or a window inside of it so the book actually glows. And that's all the tips and tricks from me for this video. I'm definitely going to be covering a lot more of these kind of ideas because I have so many tricks up my sleeve. I've got a whole notebook full of sketches, full of really unique items and combinations, but at the moment I'm still missing some pieces on beta to actually assemble them the way I want. Once this hits live and we get a full selection of items, I will be absolutely showering you with even more ideas, builds and advanced techniques. The freedom that Blizzard gave us is almost limitless, and if you're not ready for the advanced mode yet, that's totally understandable because it can feel overwhelming. But that's why I'm here, giving you options, showing you how to play around with it and helping you bring your house to the next level. I really hope you enjoy these tips. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.